Thanks very much for coming along. I appreciated that because you actually filled in I should explain to the folks at home, Matt actually filled in the last minute for Leanne Rhymes. We were to have Leanne Rhymes on, but again, we forgot to book her. Hasn't been that much of a problem because most of the swimming questions did actually work better with you than with Leanne. It's just that the bit that we've got now to get from you and Judith to the next bit really actually did require Leanne Rhymes, so we have to pretend for the moment that you are Leanne Rhymes.
I'm not going to wear a wig, am I?
No, you don't have to do that. We would not undignify you to any extent, Matt.
Okay.
Can we just have a two-shot here of Judith and Matt and bring in Leanne? That's all right, you don't have to worry. There we go. Okay, now I'm just going to ask some questions. Ruin the illusion. All right, now you can be your arm. You can be your arm in a nice way. In a nice way. Look, she's a recording artist and deserves more respect than that. All right. Now, Judith, you seeing anybody at the moment? Are you going out with any man at the moment?
Well, at the start of the night, I got the impression you and I were going pretty well, but...
Well, aside from me, I'm just the one night, obviously.
I see. Well, thank God I've got the guy in the audience.
You're looking for a man for the purposes of this link.
Sorry, for the purposes of this link, my current gentleman friend is imaginary.
All right, and
so no, I'm single.
Leanne, you're not going out with anybody at the moment?
No, I'm not, Sean!
All right, because I imagine you two girls would probably require a man each who is in the public profile, who has a public, raised public profile, to cope with the fame that would be visited upon you as a couple. That's right. No, girls, look over here. We have two swinging bachelors in Sydney at the moment, and they're getting famouser and famouser. So please welcome Warren and Gavin from the block. Thank you for joining us, gentlemen, live from Sydney. It's very nice of you. I love what you've done with the place there. What shade is that on the background, Warren? Gavin?
Bit of shade of pink, don't you?
Yeah, a little bit of pink.
That's lovely. Now you just for those who don't know the show, could you just explain the premise behind the block? How does it work?
In short, there's 4 couples, and we've all moved into a block in Bondi, and we've been given an apartment each to renovate, and we've been given a grand budget of $40,000 to renovate and fully furnish in 10 weeks. An absolute
Actually, there's no point maintaining this fiction. You just come in, ladies and gentlemen. Gavin, we'll come and treat you like a real guest. That's not that good. Thank you very much. Come on. Gavin and Warren, everybody. And I should point out to any cynical viewers there, Gavin, why don't you just sit down at any stage of the proceedings in the next 20 minutes or so.
Now, this is a little gift from Gavin and I. Now, you've heard of Mini-Me?
Mini-Me, yes.
Oh, well, there's 2 of us. 2 Mini-Me's.
Mini-Gavin, mini...
Well, thank you. Do you want me to open it here?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, OK. I'll bite. Oh, well, that's very kind. Thank you very much. OK, well, I'll put them there. Superb. Now, I should explain, anybody out there thinking this is, one Channel 9 show cross-promoting another Channel 9 show, which is something that I morally object to. It is not that at all. This is one 9 program riding on the coattails of a vastly more popular 9 program. And thank you very much for the gift. And all right. Thank you very much, Warren. No, I know. Now, how did you come to be involved in this show? Was there a
This man.
This man.
It was my fault. It was my fault.
Well, how did you? What was there? A contest or a pact with the devil or something?
Something like that.
Yeah. What did you do? Was an ad or something?
We saw an ad in the Sydney Star Observer in Sydney, and
Yes.
Wazzy and I had just finished renovating our place in Sydney, and
Actually, we just came back from camping. Pardon the pun.
No. Didn't pick that one up.
Good. And Gav just saw this ad, and it just said, outwit, outdesign, outrenovate, become famous, ring. We thought, what the hell? And Gav rang and left our names. And
it's really surprising. We thought you'd never hear back, but within about a fortnight we heard that,
we got a phone call, Gav did.
And we sort of freaked out, didn't we, at first?
Yeah, so Gav got the first call.
So was it the fame that attracted you? Or was
Not
it
at
the designing? You just renovated and you thought, yeah, we'd like to do that again for another 3 months.
In real short terms, I think what happened was we did our first renovation together and we loved it. We got on really well. We thought, hey, we had fun doing it. Let's do it again on telly. And if we can have some fun along the way and get something out of it and have a great journey, let's do it.
What do you think you were going to get out of it, though?
Bit of fun.
Yeah, a bit of fun.
Yeah,
a bit of fun.
we wouldn't mind winning as well. So,
Yeah.
So what do you win a big hunk of money or something, do you?
Yeah,
at the
you
end
win.
of the day?
You win 100k.
Right.
If you get the highest price at
Some
auction.
distance.
So, a little bit of money, hey, for us.
But it's really good that all 4 couples have won regardless. So basically the reserve is
Well,
set.
television is the real winner, really, isn't
That's it. Well, absolutely. And then they've got us from it, so there you go.
it? Well, some of the fame aspect didn't play a part at all?
No,
the
not
fact
really,
that
no.
you were doing this renovation on television, which would be watched by people? No,
No.
not at all?
Not at all.
Oh, you liars.
It sort of freaked us out, I must admit, when we sort of went on set and,
Yeah.
you know, we just couldn't believe it. That
We thought we were doing Bob the Builder.
Yeah,
we
we
honestly thought up to the minute we moved into that apartment, even after Jamie had welcomed us, we thought, we're just going to renovate, and the other couples are going to renovate, and at the end we're going to go to auction. We didn't realise that there was a whole focus above the foundation of the renovation of human drama.
And,
Right.
and really, the human drama only really hit us when once we finished all the filming after 10 weeks. We were invited to the Channel 9 sort of editing house
Yeah.
up the road, and we saw when we walked in there was these huge graphs all over the wall plotting our emotional state every day for the
Day
70,
by day
How many
by
days
day.
were we on set?
74,
74 days.
So you're calling it a set, so I mean, I'm just wondering how... Because say it was a show like Big Brother where the cameras are actually secreted, I imagine you can actually forget that the cameras are there and the self-consciousness goes out the window. But the cameras are like 3 feet from you most of the time, aren't they? I mean, how much
Absolutely.
pressure did you feel, you know, on you to behave in a certain way or not behave
We
in a
had
certain
much
way?
pressure when it was time to go to bed and we had the camera on us. So
I'm not going there.
No, don't go there. But
No, but really after day one, you really did forget it. You saw the real Warren and Gav. Seriously, there was no time for airs, graces. It really is a real renovation show. And the good thing about it is you're seeing reality. There's no Channel 9 fairies, pardon the pun again, running around helping you. We are hands-on doing the renovation, and after, I'd say, 48 hours, you do forget the cameras are there.
Right.
So all the airs and graces, and you're seeing our real personality. Remember that you're in a very strange environment. You're in a TV set. There's mind games. There's all these other parts to the equation.
what about after the... I mean, now, obviously, there was some fallout on Talkback Radio where you were grist in the mill for that particular day after you premiered. Your gayness, apparently, not your gayness not being the problem, but you being gay at 6:30 apparently was a bit of a problem for some of the television viewers.
It was.
Because, you know, in fact, I think somebody, at least on Melbourne Talkback, talked about, like 20 years ago, there'd be Disney on at 6:30. The wonderful word of Disney, and then 6:30 now, it's you guys.
You know, the amazing thing is, Warren and I were brought up on Walt Disney. Every 6:30, our families would sit down and watch Walt Disney.
And guess what? Look at us.
Look at us.
Bloody Tinkerbell, isn't
There
it?
was Tom and Jerry in those days. Now it's Gavin was.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right. Well, but has that affected you at all? The talk back. Do people in the street recognise you and deal with you any differently?
Look, for the you know, the first time we heard some of the talk back from John Laws and Steve Price coming through, you know, Warren and I were really disappointed to hear that, and we're both quite upset. But then, you know, we're extremely proud about who we are, and both Wazzy and I are very comfortable with being gay. It's not an issue for us. And for God's sake, we live in 2003, and we were quite surprised.
Yeah,
that
we were surprised.
we
It
were
did
very
throw us for
surprised.
the day. But look, out of all negatives come positives, and the rest of Australia has been just so supportive. The media has been fantastic, our friends, our family, and really it was only 2 or 3 people in the whole of Australia who actually
Brought the issue
verbalised
up, verbalised the issue.
up. So,
Right.
So,
and as I said, we're here, we're happy, we've got great support from lots of people in the street. We've only had positive feedback, no negativity. In fact, it's been overwhelming. People are stopping us in the street after one episode, just saying, good on you guys, etc., etc. So it's actually really, it's a good feeling at the moment.
All right. Well, thank you very much for coming on the show.
Absolute pleasure.
Just so we're not guilty of... I don't want to be guilty of cross-promotion, so I'm going to give a plug to some of the other shows that are on at 6:30 on the other networks. There's the... there we are. I think Monarch of the Glen is on the ABC. We have... I can't remember the other ones. Just a second. Hang on a sec. No, it's best to do this fairly. Australia's Worst Driver on Channel 7, Big Brother on Channel 10, Monarch of the Glen ABC, and World News with Lily Chin on SBS. And The Block, of course, at 6:30 on Sundays. Or you can put on a CD and have dinner with your family. Please thank our guests tonight, Warren and Gavin, and also Matt and Judith.